Welcome to Maseru, the capital city of Lesotho, and the hub of life in the kingdom in the sky. Yep, that's what we call it. Lesotho is the only country in the world entirely above 1,000 meters in elevation. Maseru sits right on the border with South Africa, along the Caledon River. It's home to about 330,000 people, a city that's always on the move. Lesotho became an independent nation in 1966, and since then, it's grown into a proud democracy. The Basotho people are known for their warm hospitality, their blankets, and yes, their unbeatable horse riding skills. Kingsway Street is the main artery. If you've driven it, you've probably met half the city. Maseru is not just the political capital. It's also the country's business, cultural, and sports hub. It's where companies compete, ideas spark, and where events like the Corporate Challenge bring people together. So whether you're here for work, play, or a bit of both, welcome to Maseru, welcome to Lesotho, and welcome to the 10th edition of the Corporate Challenge. It was Friday the 3rd of October, the day before Lesotho's Independence Day. The city was already buzzing with that long weekend energy. For those familiar with the event, this year we changed things up. We retired the dry events and introduced a brand new main stage. And that same stage doubled up as the home of the Kingdom Voices auditions, a nationwide talent hunt for the next big star. We also decided to lean into the Independence Day spirit and throw in a little after party, made possible by our generous host and sponsor, Maseru Mall. For the first time, we had a dedicated VIP lounge, hosted by Sky 266 and catered by T-Connect. This year's challenge also saw a record turnout, 179 teams battling it out, compared to 154 last year. Before any mud gets splashed or sneakers get ruined, there's one hurdle every team has to clear first: registration. Every company can enter as many teams as they like, each made up of 5 brave souls. Teams sign up in one of 3 categories: male teams, female teams, or mixed teams. So you might see a company like The Market signing up not with 1 team, not 2, but 7 teams, each one ready to fly their banner through the mud. On the morning of the challenge, each team checks in as a unit. They head over to the registration desk, pick up their race babes, find out their start time, and get their first look at the competition. This year, the organizers decided to turn up the heat. To keep the adrenaline pumping, the gap between team starts was cut down from 3 minutes to just 2. That change meant one thing: teamwork mattered more than ever. Because in this race, it's not about the first person to cross the line. It's about the last teammate getting through. No man or woman gets left behind. There are no penalties for failed attempts. If a team struggles on an obstacle, they don't skip it. They just keep at it until the whole crew makes it over, under, or through. Which, of course, is why it's called the Corporate Challenge. The Corporate Challenge isn't just about teamwork. It's about getting down, dirty, and maybe a little ridiculous. Let's go see some of our favorite obstacles. First, the monkey bars. Looks easy, right? Until you remember, there's a mud pit waiting below for anyone who slips. And trust us, most people do. Then we move on to a true classic, the mud crawl. A low net, a pit full of mud, and just for good measure, a tire right in the middle to make things extra tricky. You can't say you've done the challenge until you've army crawled your way through this one. Next up, the walls. The first, a clean vertical jump about shoulder height. Easy enough if you've got hops or a really good teammate. But don't relax just yet. Right after comes the rope wall. taller, meaner, and waiting to remind you that gravity always wins. It's all about grip, grit, and a whole lot of cheering from the sidelines. Every obstacle is designed to test something: balance, strength, patience, maybe even your sense of humor. But that's the magic of it. Whether you're leaping, crawling, or slipping face first into the mud, you're part of the chaos, the laughter, and the legend that is the corporate challenge. This year's race wasn't just big, it was royal. We had the incredible honor of welcoming His Majesty King Letsie III and Her Majesty Queen Masenate Mohato Seiso to the corporate challenge. And if that wasn't exciting enough, the royal family didn't just come to watch, they came to compete. We had an official team representing the royal family right there in the mud with everyone else. It was His Majesty himself who gave the signal to get things underway, setting the tone for a day filled with energy, laughter, and a whole lot of friendly competition. And with that, the 2025 Corporate Challenge was officially on. And they were off. The 2025 Corporate Challenge was officially underway. First up, a real team tester. One member hops into a tire and the other 4 become the transport crew. It's roughly 50 meters of pure coordination, communication, and questionable lifting technique. It's a sight to behold. Some teams go for speed, others go for balance, and a few just try not to drop the VIP passenger in the mud. It's the perfect icebreaker to kick things off, and just so nobody gets too comfortable, they'll have to do this again at the very end to reach the finish line. From there, it's a sprint to obstacle number 2, and this one's all about balance and precision. Teams faced a rocky path, and we mean rocky. Big boulders, uneven ground, and just enough gaps to make every step a gamble. One wrong move, and they were in for a wobble, or worse, a spectacular slip that was sure to make the highlight reel. It's not about speed here, it's about steady teamwork, focus, and trust. Every careful step brings the team closer to the next muddy adventure. Next up, the first of 2 balance tests. It looks simple enough. A row of evenly spaced logs, and all you have to do is hop your way across without falling off. Easy, right? Well, not exactly. One wrong step and it's back to the start. No shortcuts here. It's one of those obstacles that's more about rhythm than power. Get your timing right and you glide across like a pro. Get it wrong, and well, let's just say your teammates will be waiting patiently on the other side. The early obstacles are all about warming up the teams, getting everyone into that groove, and this one does the job perfect. And now we're taking things down a notch, literally. It's time for the pipe crawl. One way in, one way out, and no shortcuts for the claustrophobic. Teams squeeze through from one end to the other, elbows and knees working overtime. It's short, it's tight, and it's just the right kind of uncomfortable. By the time you pop out on the other side, you've earned your first real badge of honor. Dusted, humbled, and one step muddier.
From this challenge, what I need to see, my anticipation is I want to see teamwork as to succeed. How we can, ka mokgwa re ke keng ra siana le mosebetsing e mong le mong ha salletse morao re ka kgona ho mo thusa. So support eo e re tlo tla re e fumanang e tlo go thusa hore mosebetsing mane ho lo sebetsa ka team.
How excited are you about this event?
Ebile re qala ho fihla, we are very excited, we are very ready. As you can see, what the sentse re metse re di.
Team Sky.
Now let's go see what's happening at the obstacle course. The monkey bars, one of the corporate challenge's most infamous obstacles. The goal's simple: get across without falling into the mud pit waiting below. But of course, there's a twist. One team member has to clear the bars solo first. No help, no shortcuts. Once they've made it across, then they can go back and help their other teammates through. The rule's simple. Only those who've conquered the bars can assist others. Everyone else has to earn their way across, one grip at a time. It's a true test of strength, teamwork, and trust, with a little splash of mud for flavor. Mixed team Basadi Basadi, led by Morena Thulo Munyake, found a little loophole. They helped their weaker team members cross the obstacle first, then had their stronger members take on the bars after. Fun fact, Team Basadi Basadi has been competing in the competition for 6 editions, but they still avoid the mud wherever possible, however inevitable it is. As much as it may come across as a mere obstacle course, a level of fitness is required. Now you know. Prime Capital progressed through the obstacle in the way our course coordinator would have appreciated. At the end of the day, it's all fair, just disappointing everyone has opted against a mud bath, but the course has different plans for them. We'll come back to the bars later. For now, we move on to a more interesting part of the obstacle course. You always wonder how everyone gets so muddy, and this obstacle is the sole reason we question whether to wash or truly discard our clothes after the race. We're at the mud crawl. This is the stuff before and afters are made of. Mud baths offer benefits for both skin and physical health, including exfoliation, detoxification, and improved hydration for the skin. They can also soothe sore muscles and joints, relieve stress, and stimulate circulation due to their warmth and mineral qualities. And unfortunately for Team Express credit, this is one of those obstacles where teamwork doesn't offer much of an advantage. There was just no escaping the mud. In the truest spirit of competition, teams Basadi Basadi and Alliance found themselves side by side in the mud crawl, and what followed was nothing short of epic. It was a full-on battle for bragging rights, grit versus grit, with neither team willing to back down. Talk about motivation. You can see just how much effort it takes, crawling under that net through the thick mud, trying to keep your balance while pushing forward. There's really no way to cheat this one. It's pure strength and determination. Some teams try to take it slow and steady, others just dive in and hope for the best. Either way, everyone comes out looking exactly the same, absolutely covered but still smiling. This is where the challenge really starts to live up to its name. Next up, it's time to dive in, literally. The mud pits. 4 pools of pure chaos, each one deeper than the last. The first looks easy enough, just a walk through, a little splash, maybe even a false sense of confidence. But by the time you hit the final pit, you're in deep. And we mean deep, waist deep, chest deep, and sometimes even in full swim territory. There's no clean way through this one, just grit, laughter, and the occasional who lost their shoe moment. It's the kind of obstacle that separates the brave from the very brave and gives us some of the best reactions of the day. Usually, teams start the course as a group of individuals, each person focused on their own performance. But as the race goes on, something shifts. They realize that every obstacle, every challenge needs the next person. It's not really about proving how strong or fast you are. It's about understanding that everyone brings something different to the table. Real success comes from using those strengths together, not trying to outshine one another. Because sure, you can earn yourself a promotion, but it doesn't mean much if it's on a sinking ship. Out here, the only way forward is together. While the action raged on down in the obstacle course, things were just as lively up top. Some teams had already crossed the finish line, muddy, exhausted, and absolutely buzzing from the experience.
Corporate challenge. Guys, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. But promoting healthy competition, man. 10 years in it, came back again this year. Didn't make it last year, but I had to come back, better my time. Got 22 minutes, 30 seconds, which is better than 26 minutes from the last time we did it. So, be back again next year. Come kick more butt. Catch ya.
Tabaya team spirit oneness. That means even when we speak in to one another. I can be strength as a team. So that coalition of powers unites us all and open our ability and succeed in any endeavor.
Look, I think you can easily underestimate the cost, right? It's easier said than doing it. Look, it's a fun thing to try and do. It's challenging. The different courses, the way they're set up, it consistently encourages teamwork. I think it's a brilliant initiative. I attempted to pull this off with a cold, so that's been chaotic. But no, we had a blast. The mud batters, it was cool, considering how heated everything was.
Moments like these remind us of what team building is really about. It's more than a day out of the office. It's about connection, trust, and rediscovering the people you work with every day. When you've pushed through the same mud, cheered each other on, and shared a few laughs in the chaos, something shifts. Walls come down and the spirit that carries back into the office is different, lighter, stronger, and more united. Team building isn't just about who runs the fastest or climbs the highest. It's about remembering that, together, you can take on anything. While teams were making their way in and out of the obstacle course, some celebrating their finish, others gearing up for their return, the atmosphere at the top was electric. Behind them, the stage came alive with sounds from the Kingdom Voices, a showcase of Lesotho's rising musical talent. As competitors pushed their limits in the mud, the artists were doing the same on stage, performing their hearts out for a shot at the crown. It was the perfect balance of strength and soul, sport and sound, all unfolding together under one incredible sky. And we're back on the course where the action hasn't slowed down one bit. This time, it's all about grit and coordination in the tire pool, where 2 team members take the ropes and drag a hefty tire around a tight circular track, while the remaining 3 keep pace beside them. This one does get laborious, adapted from its predecessor where competitors had to carry a truck-sized tire on their shoulders. This one is definitely more inviting, until you realize it's a battle of rhythm, coordination, and guile. You really have to work at each other's pace, made harder by the uneven terrain, or else the tire will put you in check immediately. We head on to another favorite of the obstacle course, the rope wall climb. Here's where the real teamwork kicks in. Teams tackle a steep wooden wall, pulling themselves up with ropes like reverse abseilers before making their way to the other side using wooden bars. It's one of those obstacles that looks easy until you're halfway up, and suddenly wondering where all your upper body strength went. But with a good grip and a helping hand, most teams make it over.
Kannete ke le ka iphumana ke le segetsenyana dibakeng tse thagonyana tsa matlolo a ka monana jole ke sa bone hantle gore na ebe ke lo batlang kapane ka dishawareng nka iphumula ka setopolapanyana se seng fela haufinyana
Yellow and I.
The tire run and its placement in the obstacle course can begin to stir confusion as to the reasoning behind its inclusion. In its most bare form, the obstacle is meant to annoy athletes by slowing any steam they think they were building up toward the end of the obstacle course.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains.
Right after that, teams face the sibling to our rope wall, the double bar climb. No ropes this time, just spunk and balance as competitors go up and down using only wooden bars on both sides. By this stage, shoes are slippery, arms are tired, and synergy may just be the only thing keeping anyone upright. But that's exactly what makes it one of the fan favorites, pure determination.
Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. harder, so I'm going mainstream.
How long do you think you've been in the course for?
Like 10 minutes? I don't know.
Sorte. How's it going? Would you do it again?
100 times.
Danko.
The objective of the tire stack is just that. Teams arrive and are tasked with stacking them in either ascending or descending order depending on how they found them.
Hurrah!
This shit is extreme, bro.
You just not.
At this point, the course is alive with action from every corner. Whether it's teams crawling, climbing, jumping, or dragging their way through, there's no shortage of chaos, laughter, and a bit of friendly rivalry in the air. Around every bend, there's a new test waiting. A mud pit here, a wall there, a few tires, and maybe a surprise or two. And that's the beauty of this event. No two runs are ever the same. It's not just about strength or speed. It's about how far you're willing to go for your team and how well you can laugh while doing it. Across the grounds, the energy is the same. People cheering, teams strategizing, others just trying to stay upright in the mud. It's pure, unfiltered fun.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane a masterpiece. Oh my love, I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground of your sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found hopeless hallelujah on this side of heaven's gate. Oh my life, how do ya breathe and take my breath away? At your altar I will pray. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. Oh my, you're taking me out of the
As the day rolled on, the obstacle course slowly began to quiet down. The cheers, the splashes, the laughter echoing one last time through the grounds. Our final teams gave it everything they had, crossing the finish line in a respectable 44 minutes, while a few lightning-fast groups managed to conquer the course in just under 20. But if there's one thing the corporate challenge has taught us over the years, is that every team that crosses the finish line is already a winner. The mud may wash off, but the memories, those stay. From the first whistle to the last celebration, what stood out most wasn't just the endurance or the speed. It was the teamwork, the laughter, and that shared spirit that made this event what it is. And now, as the dust settles and the sun dips low over Maseru, we know exactly what everyone's thinking. Who takes home the bragging rights this year? Don't worry, we'll get there. But for now, let's join the crowd, soak up the music, and celebrate the spirit of the day. Because whether you came first, last, or somewhere in between, you were part of something truly special. With the last team across the line, the competitive spirit slowly gave way to celebration. Mud-splattered shirts were swapped for clean smiles, and the crowd gathered around the main stage, ready for what everyone had been waiting for. It was time to hand out the bragging rights. But the truth is, today was much more than medals and timesheets. It was about laughter shared between colleagues, friendship strengthened under pressure, and that simple reminder that work doesn't always have to feel like work. As the sun dipped behind Maseru Mall, the sounds of Black Note filled the air and the Kingdom Voices competition kept the crowd on their feet. And as the lights came up and the music got louder, one thing became clear. The corporate challenge isn't just an event, it's a tradition. One that keeps growing, keeps inspiring, and keeps bringing people together, one muddy handshake at a time. For 10 years, the corporate challenge has evolved from what felt like a handful of bicycle-inspired activities into the full-blown spectacle we know today. What started as a simple idea, to bring corporates together for a day of teamwork, laughter, and a little healthy competition, has become one of Lesotho's most anticipated annual traditions. Every year, the field grows. More companies, more teams, more stories, and a whole lot more mud. What's even better is that it's no longer just for the competitors. Locals, families, and supporters now mark the first week of October on their calendars because they know the corporate challenge is around the corner. This year was nothing short of incredible, a celebration of friendship, camaraderie, and the unstoppable spirit that comes when people push each other, lift each other, and cheer each other on. To everyone who's been part of this journey, from the first challenge to this 10th anniversary, we thank you. Your energy, commitment, and sense of adventure have shaped this event into what it is today. So here's to 10 amazing years and to 10 more of unforgettable memories, hilarious wipeouts, and muddy victories. Until next year, stay strong, stay united, and remember, at the corporate challenge, it's never just about finishing the race. It's about how much fun you have getting there. Hosted proudly by Liopelo Events.